band starts to play in the glow of the night. Soft violins hum under dim candlelight. You walk through the haze with a smile so divine, and time seems to freeze in that glance of mine. Meet me where the shadows sway under silver skies of gray. Take my hand, don't slip away. We'll dance through dreams at the Moonlight Cafe. Trumpets sigh low like a whisper of fate. The rhythm of hearts keeps the time we create. Your laughter's a tune sweeter than champagne, a waltz of desire on a midnight train. Meet me where the shadows sway under silver skies of gray. Take my hand, don't slip away. We'll dance through dreams at the Moonlight Cafe. Maybe come morning the stars will fade, but the memory lingers in love's parade. Till then, let's sway till the dawn feels near. 'Cause darling, tonight only you I hear. Meet me where the shadows sway under silver skies of gray. One more song before we fade away, still dreaming of you at the Moonlight Cafe.
The song opens with a playful, wandering saxophone. Wandery shadow homes, and every song reminds me of something I never said. The city doesn't sleep, it just dances slower. Down velvet streets, neon dripping on the stones. Every corner has a song, every silence has your tone. The cafe still glows behind me, where we used to sit till 2. The saxophone outside keeps playing, and I swear it plays for you. Ash on the table, wine in the glass. Time doesn't move, it just lets us pass. Velvet streets, soft rain, your laughter hiding in the refrain. Notes of gold, dreams untold. The night keeps playing what we can't hold. Velvet streets, soft rain, your laughter hiding in the refrain. Notes of gold, dreams untold. The night keeps playing what we can't hold. The sax takes over, bold, bowl free. It dances with the piano, laughs at the rain, twists and turns, echoes off the walls like memory itself. A conversation in sound between the night, the city, and something you once felt. A woman hums softly behind the bar, her voice wrapping around the smoke. She sings the same melody, and for a moment the world feels like a joke. A beautiful one, a tragic one, a jazz one. You left your lighter here. It still smells like cinnamon in June. Sometimes I light it just to hear the sound of the flame, pretending it's the start of a song. The velvet streets, same tune. The moon hides behind the afternoon. Every echo, every tone feels like jazz made of skin and bone. Velvet streets, same tune. The moon hides behind the afternoon. Every echo, every tone feels like jazz made of skin and bone. Sax returns, slower this time, deeper, wiser. It carries all the stories, all the sighs, all the missed goodbyes. The melody grows, then fades, not ending, just drifting away. And when the last note falls, the city sighs, the night exhales, and somewhere between the rhythm and the silence, I still hear you. Laughing in the jazz.
It's funny how one song, one note, can take you back to a time you thought you forgot. The way the saxophone breathes tonight, it sounds just like the way you said my name. The record spins slow, the lights are low, and the city hums outside. There's a glass half full, a chair left warm, and your ghost sitting by my side. I light a cigar just to watch the smoke dance. It curls and swirls like old romance. Golden smoke in the midnight air. You're everywhere, even when you're not here. Your perfume, your laughter, your stare, they all fade slow, but never disappear. The sax starts crying again. like it knows what we became. A melody too soft for words, a fire too bright to tame. I sip the night through a silver spoon, the taste of jazz, the scent of rain. Every street light hums your tune, and I remember again and again.
Do you remember that night by the river? You said time stops when the right song plays. You were right, because here I am, stuck in the same rhythm, with no way out but through the sound.
Golden smoke in the midnight air, whispers linger, memories stare. Your voice in every note I hear, your touch in every shadow near. The bartender closes up slow, the piano sighs one last chord. I watch the smoke drift low and the silence feels adored. You laugh at me now, chasing ghosts with sound, trying to hold on to echoes that were never meant to be found.
The record stops spinning, but the room still hums your tune. And somewhere in the smoke, you're still here, golden, and gone too soon.
The bar was almost empty. 2 glasses stood on the counter, half filled with what we used to be. The lights were tired and the music was older than our hearts. You sat there like a song I'd forgotten how to sing. Your eyes followed the smoke, tracing stories in the air. I said stay, you smiled and didn't. The trumpet sighed in the corner, like it knew what silence costs. The night slid in through the door, soft, cold, and curious. I remember your perfume, something between jasmine and goodbye. The glass trembled in your hand, catching every flicker of the candle. Do you believe in second chances? I asked. You laughed, not cruelly, just like someone who already knows the end. Outside, the city was slow and golden.
like honey poured through rain. Taxis yawned at red lights, and someone whistled a tune. Too happy for this hour. You crossed your legs, the silk of your dress whispered secrets to the chair. My cigarette burned out, and so did the distance between us. Tonight the sky bar closes slow, and the jazz forgets our names. The clock melts in the corner, the smoke writes our flames. You said don't wait for me, but the music did it, waited through the silence, through every note we never played. The bartender wiped the same glass again, like he could erase the sound of you leaving. I watched the door close twice, once with your hand, once with your scent. I poured what was left in your glass into mine, the taste, half wine, half memory. A record skipped in the background, like a heart missing its step. I looked at your chair, empty now, but glowing with the ghost of your laughter. The world outside moved on, but this bar stayed still. Midnight folded in the morning, the neon sign flickered closed, but the trumpet refused to stop. I whispered your name to the smoke, and it danced above the bottles, twisting, curling, before disappearing into the ceiling. Maybe love is like that, something you see, but never hold. The bartender turned off the lights, only the piano remained humming low, like it still remembered your voice. And I sat there, alone with the last note, the last night at the Sky Bar.